Stanford University, a bastion of academia and the alma mater of some of college football's most legendary figures, Elway, Luck, Sherman, and McCaffrey. And today, the Stanford Cardinal will try to live up to that legacy. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this. Demon Deacons will kick it away to start us off. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're bringing heat. Looking deep. He's got it up to 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Good pass protection isn't just offensive line, right? Running backs also have to be able to pick up the blitz. That running back did an outstanding job. That allowed his quarterback to just buy a little bit more time before making that throw.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Wake Forest offense will go to work for the first time today. Offense getting set for first down. Hold and finds his man on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Morin. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Trying to get to him. He'll pull it down and run. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. He'll just keep slinging it. And they got him for the sack.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. He'll call for the fair catch here. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Off the play fake on first down. Bounced off his feet. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Picks up 6. Brings up second down.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Looking for a productive play on first down. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Going for it all. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Daniels. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Fields. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. He's gonna pass. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Smashes it through for the PAT. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Navy is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over Notre Dame.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to pass, it's Daniels. It's complete on the right side. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Demon Deacons will punt it away on fourth down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Palo Alto as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Stanford Stadium.
Stanford will boot it away to start this second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
So instead of having a first down, they'll back it up. The offensive pass interference that defenses everywhere wish would be called more often. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Brings up second down.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Getting some heat. It's complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. To the air, it's Daniels. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The inside handoff. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They go right back to him. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Coming after him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
All field goals are not created equal, but kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Claiborne. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Looking left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. This time it's complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looking to throw it again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misconnection, it's second down. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Finds his man down the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. On second down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Claiborne. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Claiborne. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. All the way down to the 15-yard line, it's first down. The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He's looking for a man on second down. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
I love players that step up in big situations, in big moments of big games like that, late in this game on third down, and just get the job done. That defender, an outstanding job. Outstanding work right there on that pass rush.
All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. This to tie things up in the final minute. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. David, Jesse, they find a way in the waiting seconds to tie it up.
Wow, and with that field goal with so little time left here in the game, it looks like this thing's going to OT. You have to give that young guy so much credit. He had the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he's able to knock it through. We've still got some football left here, fellas.
Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the returner will be knocked down. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the tight end. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
But how nice is it as a defensive coordinator to have a guy that can absolutely terrorize quarterbacks? He had 4 sacks last week. He's got 2 today. This guy is lighting it up.
They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Field goal attempt is no good. It is a devastating blow to not come away with points here in overtime. First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Now third down, and they just don't want to move backwards to give their kicker a chance to win it in OT. Grabbed behind the line. It's Claiborne. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better, or the ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of those little plays make the difference in winning or losing the ball game.
And I think as players too, David, you know, when you watch the film, you didn't do enough, but you definitely had some positives out there on the field. Guys stepped up, guys delivered.